Today we are joined by world champion Paul Ruiz to find out which Mega Evolutions are worth using, are strong in Pokemon Champions. Paul, how are you doing?
I'm great, man. Thank you for having me here.
Of course. And I also quickly wanted to mention that Paul is a great coach as well, trying to get this new generation of players as good as possible. So the links for that will be in the description as well. So today we
Thank you.
have this list here, some of them stronger than others. And so let's figure it out. Mega Venusaur. What do we think of this?
So back in the day, Mega Venusaur was used, in Generation 6 as a lead seed Pokemon for the most part. It's very
Mm-hmm.
tanky with its great average bulk and great defensive ability. Like having the thick fat ability makes it decently into the majority of, fire types, although obviously it would still take a good chunk from Charizard because of the
Mm-hmm.
sun, but it's technically neutral to it, doesn't resist it, right? But I think because of Mega Meganium being there, right? Because it's weak to poison, and because um, theoretically Rain is going to be quite popular, I suppose. I'm not sure about the fact of people playing double Mega with Charizard Venusaur because people are definitely going to put a Venusaur on a Charizard team, I suppose. But
Yeah.
Mega Venusaur losing the chlorophyll,
Yeah,
in
it's
terms
rough.
of tier, I would put it maybe high V,
Okay. Yeah, that makes
maybe
sense.
high B. Yeah, probably
Uh,
high B, maybe low A, high B. We'll see if we can like move it later. But for now, I would say it's high B or low A. I think Megane is gonna probably catch a lot of people's eyes, and Venusaur is just a hard check for it. Well, not that hard check, but a check because technically Megane has the sun boosted weather balls because of its ability. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Venusaur is unmegad maybe just a little better right now because Sun is so good.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if someone figures something out. Then we have Charizard X. My hot take is I don't think this mon is that great. I think it's a lower B probably. Like I've seen people reach Master Ball, but I don't know. There's quite some stuff ready to go in S and A. What do you think?
I would put it probably one step above Venusaur if
All right,
we
that
like
makes
can
sense.
order it. Like yeah, because to me, Charizard X. I mean, I think Wolfie won a regional back in the day
Hmm.
in Generation 6 with it. Um, it has only 130 base attack, which is technically bad, right? Because you're using your same offense is split into special and physical because it's
Hmm.
literally 130 for both. But because it has tough claws, right? It's like an included
It
life orb
hits way
already.
harder. Yeah.
It hits very hard. So I still think it's usable. The problem is, of course, is going to fight. Like, obviously, the problem for all the megas or the majority of them is that they have to fight for a spot against each other. Like you need
Yeah.
to fight for that mega slot. And Charizard is usually better in the Y version. So the X version is not inherently bad, but it has to fight with its counterpart and also with other megas. That's the main thing hindering it, in my opinion, because it's strong Pokemon: Dragonfire, Tough Claws, Dragon Dance, Roost. Um, I don't know if it got Roost this generation, but it used to have Roost. I think that
Hmm.
was one of the things that I liked about it. It
Yeah,
has
this is
decent
maybe
physical bulk.
important. It's maybe important to mention that like you became world champion in a mega format, right? So like
Yeah,
there's you were on that
yeah.
battlefield right there.
Yeah, and
um
I love Megas, honestly. In terms of
yeah,
gimmicks,
same.
I think Megas. I'm honestly super tired of playing Terrestrialization. Like I'm done with this. I just want to play Pokemon again in the sense that, hey, this thing cannot just change its type and change completely the battle. Like if you're weak to something, you're weak to something, and you have to plan ahead. Like, oh, I'm weak to
Yes.
this, so I cannot just hope that my opponent forgets that I have a Terra and like lets me just win the game. But I
Yeah.
think Megas are gonna be very fun to play again, and I think Charizard back in the day was okay. It was not top tier because Kangaskhan, Salamence, Metagross were just better.
Mhm.
But I would say it's a strong contender for like top B
Yep.
tier, I think.
So then I think we have our first S tier. We have Charizard Y, which is
Yeah.
completely insane. It sets the sun, does
Yeah.
insane amounts of damage. Just it's obscene. Also, sun is like one of the best weathers, of course. It's very offensive. It gets rid of your water weakness. It is and then it also has like very great mons around it, like the chlorophyll. So yeah, I don't know if you want to add much to this. I think a new addition to this is the fact that it also resists Floette, which seems to be another really powerful mon now. Um, Anything else that we have to add to that?
Well, no, I think you said everything that is just not, just obvious. Charizard is very powerful. Like setting up the
Hmm.
sun, having a very respectable speed tier. It's not super fast. It keeps the 100 speed as its non-mega form, but just like having that inherent power, like massively uh, powerful fire moves, resisting the new. The new Mega
Yeah,
Floyd, it's also the Terry on top, but I think Charizard just obviously is S tier. It's probably top three Megas, like for
for
sure.
sure. Then we have Blastoise. I think it's kind of in a similar category to its friends right here. What do you think?
I think Blastoise, like the main difference from the last time we had Blastoise in or
Hmm.
Mega Blastoise, I think obviously just to make it clear, is an underwhelming Mega for sure.
Hmm.
I was expecting more when I first saw the Mega Blastoise back in the day, but there's one new toy that it has that it didn't have before, which is access to Shell Smash.
Hmm.
Back in the day when Megas were available, Shell Smash Blastoise was not was not available. It was not a thing.
Okay.
Now it does have the option to go for Shell Smash. People was just using it with Water Spout back in the day, of course. Like I want to be Kyogre type of thing.
Hmm.
Um, but it just doesn't have these stats, and its ability is not useless, but it's not great. Like
Yeah.
if Mega Launcher, for example, would boost Water Spout damage, let's say that would be
Oh,
great. Like oh my god, like this thing would be
chill
nuts.
out,
Um,
Satan.
because like it's still it's in a respectable speed tier like
Hmm.
to work in Tailwind for example, but it's not high. Like it's just base 78. There are way too many things that can outspeed it, but it's very bulky, but it's not worth the mega slot unless you really want to like just use your favorite thing. I think
Yeah.
its ability is nice but could have been better.
Would you put
So
it
I would
lower
probably
then even or
yeah,
yeah?
low.
Okay.
I mean, probably high C, lower B. It's
Okay.
what I think.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, I was just looking at this B drill and thinking, this C tier looks mighty fine for it, so maybe it doesn't want to be next to Blastoise, but
We might need another tier to be honest, but
okay,
we'll see.
for sure. I'll put this in low C for now, and maybe we'll end up having an empty D where we can push some stuff. I don't think more has to be said about Mega Beedrill except for the fact that it can one-shot Floette,
Yeah,
technically.
I was gonna say like Beedrill is honestly like it's the definition of a glass cannon
Yeah.
basically. Like this thing doesn't survive anything on the physical side unless
Hmm.
it's like resisted, and even if it's resisted, it has to be not super powerful. But it isn't a great speed tier, like 145 base speed. It has adaptability, hits super hard. It has a respectable base 80 special defense, so like can I suppose can survive like a boosted Moonblast from Floyd and one shot it with adaptability poison jab.
Hmm.
So I think it has its niche, of course. I don't think it's
Okay.
like garbage. I
Yeah.
think it's probably the best out of the worst megas.
Okay.
Because there are other megas that are literally garbage. It's probably
Yeah.
below Blastoise. It's probably below
Okay.
Blastoise.
Okay, for
Yeah,
sure.
but not like the last one. It's
No,
it's
no, 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 for
respectable and,
sure.
and it has a niche.
Okay. You're Beedrill's biggest defender today. Then we have Pinsir. Um, I mean, I'm guessing this one isn't very high.
I think Pinsir is actually higher than Blastoise.
Oh,
I u-
okay.
I used Mega Pinsir in 2014 before Mega Salamis was available, and
Okay.
in a format where Mega Salamis is not available, I think it has potential. It lost return because, of course, return is not in the game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to have like base 100, stab normal type move that could
Mm-hmm.
technically become 120 with the air late boost. Um, you're not gonna hear this probably anywhere else because people just usually don't like exploring another ideas. But
Mm-hmm.
from me, I used Pinsir when I was still like a noob, let's say, in my early years, and it was strong. Like priority, aerial aid, boosted, feint or quick attack were a thing. I remember I liked that aspect of Pinsir, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not actually in a bad speed tier. Like it's obviously not as good as the other megas, but I think it has potential. Like I wouldn't say is obviously top tier mega or anything like
Mm-hmm.
that, but it has a very strong 155 attack stat boosted by aerial aid. I'm not sure about the normal moves it has access nowadays. I don't know if it gets like double edge. If it had a return, it would probably be for me like around maybe high B if it had a
Okay.
return. But because the return is not in the game, I'd probably put it low B for me.
Okay. For sure.
Because I
Sounds
use
cool.
Spincer and I know what it can do. So it's just like people usually just not even give it a shot because
Mm-hmm.
obviously there are better options. But
Yeah.
it's in
Yeah.
a respectable speed tier, massively high attack stat, boosted 20% even more with aerial aid, and has priority also. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's respectable. It's probably yeah lower than Charizard, but like around that
All right.
spot.
Alakazam, we found out that Meowstic also gets trace to some people's sadness. What do you think of that?
Yeah, Alakazam is in BGC at least is outclassed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in a format where we have less psychic options. There's no Indeedee, from my understanding, so there's no expanding force.
Yeah, no
Um,
psychic surge.
it's in a great speed tier. It can technically outspeed Gengar and one shot it with Psy Shock.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gengar survives Psychic though, which is sad for Alakazam enjoyers. But I think it's probably high C. I would put it high C.
All right, for sure. Then we have Mega Clefable, which gets Magic Bounce and is Fairy Flying. It's like it has a lot of interesting things, but do you want to use your Mega on a support, or do you want to not run it as a support?
No, I think this thing is just pure garbage, honestly. I would put
Sad.
it even yeah, below
Yeah, it might
Beedrill
become in
even.
the new D tier.
Yeah,
Oh, did I just move
unfortunately.
something? No. Okay. Then we have our Victory Bell, which received Innards Out, which doesn't seem like a real
That's just
ability.
no, I'm so sad, bro. Like I'm super sad. Like when I saw the inner sounds, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like these guys just don't know what they're doing." Like it is a
Yeah.
terrible Pokemon to begin with. It is a
Yes.
terrible mega, for mega standards. It just doesn't have stats. So I was like, well, if this is a terrible Pokemon to begin with, because that's the issue with megas. Like if you give a mega evolution to a good Pokemon, then obviously the mega is going to be good. If you
Yeah.
give mega evolutions to a strong Pokemon, the mega evolution is going to be strong. But if you give mega evolution to a bad Pokemon, the mega evolution is going to be bad. So if you want
Yeah.
that bad Pokemon to actually become usable, you have to give it, like the Beedrill treatment. Like
Yeah.
it's funny because Beedrill, like they literally decrease its special attack. Its special attack for in its regular form, I believe is 45. Yeah, it's 45. So to gain some stats so you can actually have a decent stat, they decrease the special attack from 45 to 15 for Beedrill. So you can gain that massive 145 speed and 150 attack. It's a Pokemon that had 90 attack. So I get it. Like that's the treatment. Like even with that thing, Beedrill obviously is bad. But not because the Pokemon is bad. It's just because the Pokemon is not great, but it has obviously strong competitors that are just better. So that's why
Yeah.
no one uses it. Um, but with Big Triple, they did nothing. Like they
Yeah.
they didn't even do anything. Like it has terrible stats and a useless ability. So this thing is just hot garbage. Like
The
I'm
best thing
sorry,
it
I
got
was
was an
really
advertisement.
yeah. It got a video on the official like thing. It's just sad, bro, because I was literally expecting something crazy like oh you can hit poison types with like sorry steel types with like poison moves from this thing and it's super effective against poison types or whatever like something crazy because they
Yeah.
said that the acids on its evolved form mega evolved form are like super stronger or whatever and they said no we are just giving it a useless ability so
It
yeah
is.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
it's
big,
cooked.
big triple.
Next we have a Slowbro. I'm thinking it's not very high either.
I actually think Slowbro has potential for really high C. The
Hmm.
thing about Slowbro is that it doesn't need other items. But if it was, if it was just like an, let's say you could like able two Pokemon in the same battle per se, it
Hmm.
would be very interesting. It has like a massive defense and it has recover. It cannot get crit, so it's probably below Alakazam and maybe even below Beedrill.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah,
So next we have Gengar, which is an easy S tier, of course. It's broken. It's one of the
yeah,
best megas. It's a top 3 mega. I don't know what else to
for
say. It
sure.
has Sludge Bomb. It's good against Floette. It
Hair
has
song.
Perish Song. It has Disable It Lost Encore, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, Gengar is very good in the Mega format for sure.
Mhm. We have a Kangaskhan, which is it S or is it high A?
No,
It lost Power Up
no,
Punch.
no, no. I've always been a Kangaskhan hater myself, so
Okay.
I might be a little bit biased, but to me, Kangaskhan is high A. It's
Mhm.
not S. To me, it's not S.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I faced it a little bit without Power Up Punch. It's not quite as scary anymore. Um, it's still solid,
Hmm.
but like if it sucker punches a Dragapult with Parental Bond, some Dragapults don't vanish, and I saw someone tweet that,
I
and I
think
thought,
all of
okay,
them. I
oh,
think
all of
like
them even,
Noble
maybe without a
Dragapult.
bulk.
Yeah,
That's yeah. I was like, okay, that's unacceptable.
yeah. Yeah,
Then we have
Kangaskhan is
Starmie.
strong, but I don't think it's like as strong
Yeah.
as it used to be.
Hmm. We got Starmie then, which got huge power as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I'm a little bit um I'm not sure confused about Starmie. I don't know. I mean, 120 speed is great for a huge power Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. I'm not able to have like a constructed opinion yet. So let's say is around
Low A?
middle B,
Oh,
high
okay.
B,
Yeah,
probably high B.
I was just thinking like the issue is that rain already has like good, water pieces, and so if you don't
Hmm.
want to run it in rain, how do you make it work? There's gonna be sun against you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, low A, high B, I think is solid. Mega Gyarados. You must have some experience with this little fella.
Yeah, I don't think Mega Gyarados is that good. I think
Mm-hmm.
Gyarados, like regular Gyarados, is gonna be fine because, of course, it's a bulky water type with Intimidate and Dragon Dance. But Mega Gyarados always felt underwhelming for me. Um, so I would put it probably low B.
Okay, for sure. Aerodactyl. I've seen some people hype this up because it's like fast. It can do rock slide stuff, which seems good in the Charizard Y format. Of course, it's not considered like a top tier mega, but it's better than people give it credit for. Maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Mega Aerodactyl just because it has that very high speed and has access to Tailwind also for like fast Tailwind. Tough Claws is a great ability on it. I wish it got Braver. Like I think Braver Aerodactyl would be like insane because of the very fast options. And I mean, yeah, technically it's not a bird, but come on, Game Freak, give it Braver. I would be happy with putting this guy probably right below Starmie.
Okay, cool.
Maybe there, yeah.
All right. Mega Dragonite. This seems to be a solid rain attacker with Hurricane. Draco Meteor hits like a truck. It has multi-scale, which, it would have been cool to have something slightly better, but it's still not a bad ability at all. I'm thinking maybe low A. Is that a hot take?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people is just so hype about Dragonite. I think it's just not. Maybe it's because I love Salamence and it's just my favorite Pokemon and they share the same typing. But I think Mega Dragonite to me, yeah, I get it. Like it's gonna be used in rain, but I would probably put it low A.
Okay, low
It still
A.
needs to convince me. Like I think 145 special attack is okay, it's solid, but you cannot run Life or anything like that. So you're gonna rely on your high base power moves, which are very tricky to use because Hurricane only works consistently. I mean, only works in rain, so you're forced to run it with rain. You cannot run it outside of rain if you want to have a consistent attacker. And Draco can miss, lowers your offense. So I think it might be probably just like a new toy syndrome for a lot of people. They're just
Hmm.
hyped that we got this Mega and they want to try it. But
I'm
I
hyped.
think it's probably not gonna be that good as time passes. So let's just put it low A for now, I think.
All right. Mega Meganium. People are stoked about that ability. I think, however, it's a little overhyped. Like a lot of people were like, "It's gonna be crazy in rain." I think it's like just fine. What do you think?
I think it's fine. Probably, as you said, is just a new toy syndrome, right?
Hmm.
It suffers from a lot of these strong megas, of course. It's weak to Metagross. I mean, we don't have Metagross right now, but once they come, Metagross Salamence. It's weak to Charizard, Gengar, um, Dragonite to some extent. Although you can hit Dragonite, of course, with your fairy moves, which it doesn't have access to Moonblast, from what I understand, um, unless they give
Dazzling
it.
Gleam,
But
I think. But yeah.
I think it's only a dazzling glimmer. So I would put it probably high B, maybe below Starmie,
All right.
or yeah, probably right there.
For Alligator, Dragon Double Edge. Does it get Double Edge? I'm actually not sure, but
Yeah, yeah, it does, it does, it
okay,
does get
cool.
double
Yeah,
edge.
so that's solid, but it's probably still not very great.
You know, I want to give it the credit, maybe the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has potential, um, with Dragon Dance and like maybe coaching support. I would put it actually high B. Like that's my hot take. High B.
Okay. Okay. Ampharos, Electric Dragon. It's like Miraidon, but then worse.
But worse. Yeah, I would probably put it below B drill, right next to it.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
Steelix.
not very good. Oh, my boy Steelix. I wish it was better, but no, it's just garbage. Well,
Uh,
it gets body press now, I guess.
and it resists
Um,
Floette.
yeah, I mean every steel type in
Yeah.
this format is gonna have a niche because Floyd is gonna be everywhere.
Hmm.
It gets a massive 230 base defense, so maybe it's absolutely not below beat drill. That's just unacceptable. It's probably not beat drill. Sorry, Big Triple.
Victory Bell, yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's probably, let's put it maybe there. Yeah, maybe
Yep.
right
All right.
next to beat drill.
Scizor. This is also gonna resist Floette, but it's a glass cannon-ish, so maybe not that well. It's awesome on
Well,
rain
Caesar
though.
Caesar actually has very good defenses. It just dies to fire, right? But Caesar has seen some usage in
Hmm.
the past. Mega Caesar, I think regular Caesar is probably going to be in most cases better because you don't use your mega slot. But because we have this like item limitation, I can see a lot of teams just having double megas because they don't have any other item to put or
Yeah.
any other better item. So I think it's gonna be probably, I would put it right next to for alligator.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah. I like. It's not the bulkiest, but it's well. It's still decently bulky, I guess. Maybe I underestimated him a bit, but
It has 140 base defense, so that's a lot.
oh yeah, yeah. But I was
Uh,
thinking of like the resisting Floette angle, but
Yeah, and the special defense is 100 special defense. It's not crazy
oh,
bulky, but it's
okay,
it's it's,
okay.
it's not terrible. It's
I'm
100.
sorry. I'm sorry, Scizor.
We're sorry,
uh,
Caesar fans out there, but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's respectable. Like
yeah, yeah, for
I
sure, for
think
sure.
if it gets Ruse, because it used to have Ruse, but I know Ruse was a TM last generation, I think, or 2 generations ago. I don't remember, but it can be interesting. Like priority bullet punch with technician, swords dance, maybe a roost here and there, buck bite. I
Okay.
imagine some people are just gonna use a lot of berries now that the items are not that you know we don't have the same items as before. But I think it's respectable. I think it's
Yeah.
respectable.
Mega Skarmory gets Stalwart, which is like a fine
Mm.
ability, but we
For
hoped for
doubles is
better.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted like tough claws or something.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. I don't know exactly. I mean,
It's
it's
a steel.
110 speed. It's steel type. It's good into Floette, right?
Yes, that's my
It has
first bar.
Bravert. I would put it right next to Caesar.
All right, makes sense. We're putting all the Floette counters next to each other here. Then we have Houndoom. Is it in actually? I'm not sure. I've not
It
seen a
was, I think,
Houndoom.
yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
think I saw it before and it
regardless,
was,
it's not
yeah.
super amazing.
Let me
Uh,
double check that though. Handdoom. Yeah, it is. It is. It is in.
okay, cool. I've not seen it a single time on ladder on my way to Master Ball, so.
Oh, yeah. That's normal. Like Handdoom just is just completely outclassed.
Hmm.
Like it has a respectable offense, but just doesn't have an ability
Yeah,
in practice because solar power is not a bad ability, but that requires you to have sun, and you're just going to use Charizard if you want to have sun. So that means you don't have Houndoom Mega.
yep,
It's 140 base special attack, 115. It's not bad, but it's not worth a mega slot. So let's just put
yep.
it probably probably there, maybe above Ampharos, maybe.
Okay.
There, yeah, because it's
Heracross.
faster and has a great offense. Okay, Heracross, Heracross. In terms of what it can do, is decent, but it just doesn't have enough attributes to fight for a mega slot in
Hmm.
most teams. I would put it probably there, yeah, just next to
Sure.
Slowbro.
Tyranitar. I like Tyranitar. I think like fighting the weather war is very relevant, and I also think that Excadrill walling Floette is relevant. And you don't want to mega your Excadrill because it'll lose Sand Rush. So I think T-Tar is pretty real and somewhere in A. What do you think?
I always have felt that regular T-Tar is better than Mega T-Tar.
Okay,
Um, because it doesn't force you to run the Mega slot. You can use, another item.
we
The
don't
main
have any.
niche back in the day. Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, we don't have a lot of options, but you can
Yeah,
use like a Chopo Berry T-Tar or something.
yeah,
But
that's true.
the main thing back in the day was that, of course, you can override the weather, Mega Evolve ride when there's like a Politoed or a Charizard. It's a great Charizard counter. It's a great Gengar counter. Um, it's a great Dragonite counter even. So I would put it, yeah, low A. To me, it's low A.
Okay.
Hmm.
Gardevoir. So Gardevoir, I kind of like. Of course, I used to quite like it when I first read everything. But the issue is, Floette kind of does everything it does already, and often better.
Hmm.
But it's still a good mega. It's just like every time I read this Mons pool, I'm just like, why would I run this over Floette? Is the big issue.
Yeah,
Um,
Gardevoir was great before, Floyd
mhm.
existed. In this new mega format with Floyd there, I can see obviously Gardevoir losing a lot of, let's say, popularity, but
Mhm.
still an inherently good Pokemon. So I
Yeah,
would
for
put it
sure.
high B.
High
High
B. All
B.
right. I can
Yeah.
see that for sure. Glalie, I think, is just not
Yeah, it's
it.
just not
We can put
probably,
it somewhere here. We don't need to
yeah,
spend too much time on
there.
it. Camerupt. Some people were thinking, oh, we can run this as a Trick Room sweeper, but it's still not, too super strong. But in Trick Room, it's good. So I don't know.
I'd rather just use Torkoal.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it's just
So
bad.
do we put it somewhere here? Similar story,
Yeah,
basically. Okay.
yeah.
Turning off weather is cool with Cloud9, but the minute you mega it, you no longer have that. Where do we put Altaria?
High C for me. It's a high C.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Bannet, the
it has a
ghost.
niche with prankster Destiny Bond and such. I think Wolf used it also in one of the regionals, but it's not worth your mega slot usually. But let's put it high C, probably there, like just right next to Altaria and Alakazam.
All right, Sableye. I mean, prankster stuff setting is great, but is it great when megad?
No,
All
no,
right,
probably just next to Cameron or yeah,
sure.
there.
Medicham, I'm gonna say it's probably similar. Is it like
It has
Like,
spear power. It's decently fast. It finished second at NAIC 2019, losing the finals against Wolf. So mm, probably there. Yeah, probably. Let's put it right next to Steelix and in between Beedrill and Steelix.
all right.
Probably there.
Sharpedo. I mean,
No, no.
Glalie
Probably,
tier.
probably, yeah. This
The
is
Hoa
Glalie
and
level.
friends. Chimeco learned levitate. I think people hoped for better. Um,
I don't, I don't know what this thing's gonna do. Honestly, I
I don't
mean,
know
I know
either.
it's like a Bronzong, but it uses your Mega, but it's a
Yes.
special attacker. Has a respectable 135, but it uses your Mega. I don't know if there's like any niche people are just gonna like maybe figure out. So I think it's probably like middle C. Let's
All
put
right.
it like below Steelix.
Okay. Yeah, I,
It's a
I don't
steel
know. I
type
read
at
it.
least.
I tried. Yeah, it's a steel type. It's decently bulky on its defenses. Not so bulky on the HP, like not as much as you would want, but it doesn't seem to do stuff beyond survive. So yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Garchomp. I mean, Garchomp is another one of those where like you could rather maybe use it outside of its mega. But we don't have many great items. Like you can't give it a live orb or a clear amulet, so maybe megaing it is actually fine. It's but
Actually, so stats for day one champions that like people were just using Mega Garchomp. I mean the item it
mhm.
was the Garchomp Ite, I think it's called. Um, because we don't have a lot of items. So
Yeah, exactly.
I mean the Garchomp inherently Mega Garchomp is just a worse version of regular Garchomp in so many levels. Like
Hmm.
they made it slower. Life for Garchomp does more damage than Mega Garchomp, but we don't have life for. So maybe
Yeah.
in this first regulation it has a niche, so let's put it, I think, above Caesar and next to for Alligator, just in between
All right.
those two.
Makes sense. Lucario. Now, Lucario doesn't resist Floette, but it does deal a lot of damage to it. Um, it is fast. It is relatively frail. I gotta watch my words so we don't get another scissor situation.
It
um,
is frailer than Caesar at least.
yes, yes.
It has 88 defense, 70 special defense. So it's like
Yeah, it's
frail.
relatively frail. It's a Galaric Shadow in both stats. Moving the
I
physical
would put
guy.
it probably above Charizard.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, it has the Floette bang niche, but even Beedrill
Hmm.
has that. So then we have Mega
Hmm.
Abomasnow. It's
No, it's really bad. Don't use this thing.
it's just not a it's not a Frostlass.
If
Speaking
yeah,
of,
if they gave like some of the offensive stats, they put it on special attack because it has the same offense and special attack, like the same attack and special attack. Sorry. So
mhm,
if they, I think it's 135 or something. If they, let's say, Game Freak is Game Freak, but if they for some reason said like 132, let's take 32 from attack and put those 32 on special attack, so it actually becomes 164 special attack, then
mhm,
maybe this thing would be usable. But no, with those offensive stats split, no, it's just garbage.
yeah, Frostlass is incredible. I'll say that. I'll use my veto if you disagree. I think putting on the but I think you'll agree. Putting on the snow, Aurora Veil, Blizzard spam. Put another Blizzard spammer next to it. You have the Articuno Ninetales type thing that we had in Reg F. It's fast.
It's fast.
It's so good. I think it's really good. Not S tier of course, but it's like definitely somewhere in A in my opinion.
Okay, let's put it low A then.
Okay.
Maybe above Tyranitar.
Oh, above Tyranitar even. Okay, sure.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I
have
mean,
to
I
see how
haven't
the
tried
format
it, so I'm
develops.
gonna
But
I'm gonna trust I'm gonna trust your opinion. I haven't tried it, but you said it's really good. I think it's good, of course. A very fast
mhm.
Pokemon with strong offense and it has this like weather condition, but we'll see. I think it has, typing wise, it has to deal with Metagross. It's faster than Metagross. I mean, Metagross right now it's not in the game, I know, but eventually it's gonna have to do with Metagross.
Yeah.
It currently has to deal with Charizard and Gengar, which are both able to hit it super effectively. It is
Yes.
faster than Charizard at least, but it cannot one-shot Charizard. You can obviously get rid of the weather. So We'll see. We'll see. I think
Yeah,
it's a strong A contender.
I agree. Your Sun matchup probably is pretty bad. You'll have to fix patches for that. But I think like in a vacuum as a mon, it's really good. I could definitely see it maybe dropping to high B if the Sun matchup doesn't get it fixed though. Then we have Mega
Yeah.
Excadrill. Losing Sandrush hurts a lot, but what
It's
else?
still inherently strong Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I have my expectations high in this. I know that for now people is just gonna use Sandrush,
Mm-hmm.
Excadrill, but this Pokemon getting that extra attack boost, extra defense, I think also. Let's put it probably above Garchomp. It's because it's Steel type too.
Okay. Do
So
you put it
Floyd.
maybe above Feraligatr even, or
No.
no?
Feraligatr is my boy. No,
Okay. Then we have Embor
that's my
Mold
hot take.
Breaker. Yeah,
Poor
it might
Amber.
be.
I really wish they gave it a better ability. That's just so sad.
Yeah.
I would put it high C. I would put it high C, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
Golurk got Unseen Fists. That is a crazy ability, but they nerfed it, so now it only does
They nerfed it.
25%. Yeah,
Yeah,
25% true protect.
he is late to the party for sure.
Yeah.
It's not very. I mean, it's. I think they gave it also a headlong rush now, so it has a massively powerful stab to use and 159 base attack. It's no joke, but it's very slow. Let's put it high C,
Okay.
maybe low B. Let's just be a little bit more generous. Let's be low B.
Put it higher than Pinsir. Can your heart take that?
No, I think Pinsir is higher. Let's just put
Okay.
it higher than Gyarados exactly.
Cool. Then we have Chestnut, which I believe kept bulletproof, right? Yeah, it
Yeah.
kept bulletproof. So weakness to Floette, not a great start.
Yep.
uh,
Not a great start.
Body
It has very good
press.
stats. And stab body press can just destroy a lot of things, but obviously cannot touch Gengar. It's weak to Charizard. It's weak to Floyd. So that just hinders it a lot. But it's definitely above Embor in my opinion.
Hmm.
So it should be high C or low V. Let's put it low B. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Then we have Delphox, which got Levitate. A lot of people were sad it wouldn't get expanding force
Mhm.
usability, but regardless, I think ground immunity is pretty good on a fire
Yeah.
type. Um,
It resists Floyd too.
yes, it does.
Mm,
The only issue is, of course, that like if you're gonna play this fire type of thing, why wouldn't you just play Charizard Y Sun? You know?
that's the thing. It benefits from Charizard. So that's another thing that can use in its advantage. Like if people's gonna use Charizard, I can use Delphox to use your son, and then
Oh
I
yeah.
have that. So I would put it probably above Starmie.
Okay, sounds good. I like
High
that.
B. Yeah.
Then we have Greninja, which just kept Protean. I'm not sure if you can double Protean proc with it.
Yes. You
Okay,
can
cool.
have yeah, because Protein was nerfed, of course, only once per battle. But if you Mega Evolve, you get another chance of changing it.
Okay.
So you can like do regular Greninja Protein turn one, let's say turn into a I don't know, into a Ghost type or whatever, Ice type. And then turn two, you Mega Evolve, and then you can turn into another um type. I still think it's not that good.
Mm-hmm.
Um what are the stats? I think Greninja, life of Greninja would probably do almost the same. Um, I don't even
Yeah,
see
I
Mega
don't think
Greninja
it's that
here in
great,
Showdown.
but
Greninja Mega. Okay, it is here. It's 133 even. Like no, it's not that great. Life for Greninja, which just does more damage. Let's put it high C. I mean,
I
it's
see.
fast. That's the only thing. High C. Yeah.
Next we have the best Mega in the game forever and ever. Okay. Um, it's somewhere in S, Floette. It is absolutely
Yeah.
broken. You set up one Calm Mind and Moonblast one hit KOs the entire game. Um, it is insanity. It is honestly, when I play this, I am playing Calyrex Shadow, and everyone else is playing Regulation B. That's how I feel when I play
Yeah,
this. The only thing, of
yeah,
course, is that the other S tiers are a fire and a poison, and so I don't know if it's actually the best, if it can be the best mega. When like in a vacuum, it is, but if the other two best megas
it
resist
is.
it, maybe it is actually right below them. I'm not actually sure. Where would you place it within S?
That's a good thing, but I would probably still place it first.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. It
Yeah.
it is broken. I think it's warping the entire format around itself.
It
Like,
hurts. It does more damage than Flutter Mane, like Specs Flutter Mane.
yes, yes, it does.
Has an
It is
included life
obscene.
for fairy moves basically, and
Yeah,
has what's this? It's 150, I think. Special attack.
slightly high. Is it 154? I'm not sure. I think but
Let
it's
me check.
obscenely
It's
high.
155.
Oh, there
It's
we go.
155 and 148 special defense. So,
Yes.
despite as you said being not that great into Charizard and Gengar, both Charizard and Gengar are special attackers, and you have a 148 base special defense after a one combine, like you just take those hits
Yeah,
completely
yeah, that's
fine.
true. I also already take Sludge Bomb. Like Floette lives Sludge Bomb
Yeah,
if you have
it
HP.
takes
That's
just
that's
fine,
crazy.
just fine. Hmm.
Yeah, it,
So
it
it
is
should
just
be the
broken.
top. Yeah.
Yeah. Meowstick gets Trace instead of Prankster. Um, I
No,
don't
I would
I
put
don't think
it
it's very good.
high
It's
C probably.
next to
Probably a
Alakazam.
next to Alakazam. Yeah, they're like
um,
brother and sister.
Howlucha gets No Guard, which is garbage if not for the fact that you can entrainment your No Guard onto one-hit KO users. Now, I've tried that with Excadrill and it went horrible because, like, there's a Focus Sash Pelipper, it lives one turn, it Weather Balls you back, you die. They set up Tailwind, they do damage, you die. They Earthquake you with Garchomp, which is faster, you die. Like, there's a lot of issues with Excadrill entrainment because I actually tried it. I wanted to
Mhm.
make content. But maybe there's a better entrainment user. So if you know a
I
better
think
one,
I think the better is gonna be Scarf Banilix.
okay,
Just 1 point below Halucha. Just make it Scarf 1 point below Halucha and just Draymond Sheer Cold things.
okay. Do you think it's gonna be
I
tiered?
would put it. No, no, no. It's gonna be B. I would put it probably below Delphox.
Okay.
Below Delphox. Just because
Crab.
of that niche. It's very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's put it there for now.
Our crabby friend here got Iron Fist. Now
I don't think that's
it's
gonna be
very
enough.
slow, but
Stats are okay. Stats are okay. Like it has a respectable bulk, 157 attack. I think Crab Hammer is it a fist move
honestly, no
or
idea.
like a punch and base move? Maybe it is, and it has like a, but it's not even like stab. Yeah, because Crab Hammer is water. But I think this thing got a signature move back in the day. Did it? Crab Hammer, Ice Hammer. Yeah, Ice Hammer. It should be a punching move. So let's put it high C, maybe right next to Alakazam. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah, I, I,
there.
I faced it on ladder. I heat waved it. It was gone. So can't
Yeah.
really say much. Drampa with Berserk. I know a lot of people hoped it would be Drizzle, but alas, I'm thinking it's just not very good.
No,
We can
no.
put
Let's
it.
put it probably next to Meowstic
Sure.
or maybe
Yeah.
even yeah there.
Villain with Rage Powder into burning literally anything. I think it's not A, but I definitely think it's not bad.
I wish this thing had stats. Like I
Yeah,
really wish.
that's
It
the main
has no
thing.
stats. It has no stat. Like, but they gave it a broken ability, and it's an amazing type. And of course, Grass and Fire is amazing.
Yeah.
I wish they did something like this with Big Turbo. Like, give it a broken ability so it's at
Yeah.
least usable.
But do
But
you want a mega
how?
support? That's always the
That's the
question.
thing. I mean, its offense is not terrible. It has a 138. It's probably okay, but it could be better, of course, for a mega. Like I wish they just forgot about the the mix attacking thing because it has the same attack and special attack. But Let's put it probably low V, probably above Pinsir.
Pinsir. Oh, heartbreak right there.
There. Yeah. I'm
Glimora, I
heartbroken.
think. I don't remember what it got actually. Um,
Adaptability.
yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So first of all,
Adaptability.
adaptability is sick, but secondly, it's a poison, which means it resists Floet. That's gonna
Yeah.
be the comment
Yeah.
section. Resist Floet. Resist Floet. I think that already makes it like a bunch better than some people may think. Also, it's rock, which is good into Charizard. Honestly,
hmm
it kind of looks like it has a good matchup into as it might become one of those anti-meta picks, maybe.
Right now that there's no Metagross,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
seems like it can be really solid. It's not it's rock, but it's not weak to Kangaskhan low kick, for example.
Hmm.
Um, and it resists normal, it resists flying, fire, poison. So I think it's probably low A. Probably low A. Yeah, I think it's A tier for sure because of Floet.
Yeah.
It's probably right there next to Tyranitar.
Yep.
Um, it can also like technically one shot Frostlass because it's super effective into ice, super effective into Dragonites, flying type, super effective into Charizard, super effective into Floyd. I
Yep.
think Limora has potential and it's faster now. It's 1 point faster than Charizard. It got 101 speed.
Yep. Indeed. I don't think you can actually one-shot Frostlass because it'll set Aurora Veil before you can, but yeah, it's still gonna do a ton of
Yeah, of
damage.
course. Without
Yeah.
Aurora Veil, you should be able to because it's
Yeah, for sure.
adaptability 150. But
Absolutely.
with Aurora Veil,
Hmm.
maybe it survives.
Yeah, I think Limora is gonna be the anti-meta pick. Really, I think it's really
hmm
solid. Then we have Chandelure, which got Infiltrator.
Yeah, I'm also
Uh,
sad for Chandler. I think it had potential to have something. I think people were speculating like, oh, this thing's gonna have Shadow Tag because it used to have Shadow Tag on the game's code on Generation 5 and they just deleted it.
mhm.
Um, but I wasn't expecting a Shadow Tag, but I was like, maybe something, like give it something more useful. I think the trader is bad. It has a very high special attack, so I'll give it that. Let's put it right next to Chestnut,
Sure,
low B.
sure thing.
But Chestnut
Um,
first.
oh, damn. Rest
Yeah,
in peace,
last
Chandelure.
one. I mean, it resists Flood at
there,
least,
there we
so
go.
I'll
There
give it
we
that.
go.
So that's the standard we have right now, right?
Yeah,
Like, do you resist
exactly.
Flood? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, you're good. No, you're bad.
Manic Trick, I think, is just not the greatest thing of all time.
No, I can see some usage in like maybe some teams that like have Sinistra Rain because you have like once Ursaluna comes to the game, I can see like Manectric, Sinistra Rain, or Saluna because you have like Bowl Switch into Trick Room and Intimidate and all that like PO and stuff. It used to have some niche on Snorlax control. That's what people called it back in the day. It was
Okay.
Manectric, Gothitelle, Snorlax. It was Incineroar, Manectric, Snorlax with Belly Drum, and Gothitelle. So you
Hmm.
created like a balanced score with the trapping effect, and then your Snorlax just gets like Belly Drums +6. Your opponent traps you with Gothitelle, and Manectric intimidates you, uses Bolt Switch. It's a very fast pivot. We don't have Snorlax, but we have Ursaluna. So that's why I say when Ursaluna comes, maybe it's going to be a little bit better. But for now, it's probably right. I would put it maybe next to Chimecho
Okay.
because it's very
Yeah.
fast and has Snarl.
It'll be like the
Uh,
the the Miraidon Volt Switch thing, kind of, with
yeah.
Ursaluna.
Mhm.
Then we have Aggron, which resists Floette but doesn't have much else.
It got body press.
Yes, yes,
It
that's
has
true.
a massive defense. I think 230 base defense, body press, 140 heavy slam for Floyd. I think this thing is usable. It has iron defense. So I would probably put it. This is probably going to be a hot take. I would put it right next to Pinsir.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, Body
Yeah.
Press is great. I just fear Sneasler existing, but maybe next to a Sinistra, you can kind of make it work.
But bro, it has filters. Sneasler does no damage to you. Well, not no damage, but it does 75% of the damage. And this thing has 230 defense. So the super
Oh,
effective is a fake super effective hit because of filter.
okay.
And and you can one shot it just with heavy slam after the -1 defense. So it's actually decent. I will give it the benefit of the doubt, especially in a metagame where, as we know, Flood is going to be everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You have convinced me. Aggron might do something actually. I'll try it out. We then have Absol, which is a dark.
That Absol is garbage.
Yeah.
That one is garbage. We'll see the C version. That one is garbage. It's a mix attacker, like with a bad ability for an offensive Pokemon and bad stats for a defensive Pokemon. So it's just probably right. I would give it like maybe above Houndoom, maybe just
Okay.
next to Chimecho. Yeah, there.
Okay. And then at last we have Lopunny, which is
Lopunny is legit. It used to be okay back in the day, and now it's buffed because back in the day, Scrappy was not immune to Intimidate.
mm-hmm,
And in a metagame where Incineroar is going to be also everywhere, I can
mm-hmm.
see Lopunny having some options. The problem is it lost return, so it cannot. I guess it might have double edge. I don't know, but obviously it's going to be weak to Floyd, which is bad because of fighting normal type. I would put it probably middle V, maybe above Charizard. Yeah, there.
Cool. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I do think Lucario has that slight edge because it's a steal, but
Hmm.
yeah, I agree. I think these tiers look about correct. I think maybe Mega Dragonite might end up being fraudulent, like you said. Like it's maybe new toy syndrome. Might have to be a little lower because I
Hmm.
don't think it can hang with the likes of Glimora because of the Floet
Yeah,
thing.
and also like Floyd, like Dragonite doesn't do anything to Floyd,
Yeah,
um, because
yeah. That.
special attacker to me is a new toy syndrome,
hmm
and I expect people to just forget about it once they realize it's not that
So,
good. But at
would you
least for
lower
now,
it? Would you lower it to here
I
or?
I would personally put it high V. I would put it high V.
Okay, I'll listen to you. I think you have a little more experience than me in these formats. But yeah, beyond that, this looks good. Floet, Charizard, Gengar. I think the A tier also looks solid. Maybe Frostlass ends up being slightly lower than Glamora. I don't know. You can endlessly discuss these things, right? I'd like you to thank you so much for your time. I know you have to go soon, so I'll end it here. Anyone who's watching, be sure to subscribe here. Be sure to subscribe to Paul. Be sure to go to the Metafy, get coaching if you want to improve your game. And yeah, anything else you want to shout out?
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun doing this, and we'll see how the metagame develops. I think this is the first regulation. We're definitely going to see more of the megas that are just there, right below
Yeah,
the other
yeah,
ones.
the
I'm
below
really
ones.
excited to see, all the C megas like Lucario C, the Garchomp C, like what kind of abilities they give it.
hmm
Um, Obviously, Metagross is going to be top tier, like S, probably
Yeah.
even like the main one. Mega Salamence is my personal favorite. I'm interested in the Raichu forms. I hope they give Electric Surge to one of those. Um, so I think for this first regulation, this looks very, very good. I'm also interested in Pyro. Like just because
Oh,
I saw a leak that this thing might get a very strong ability. I'm not gonna say the name just to avoid any
yeah.
leaks or anything like that, spoilers. But I saw a leak, but most of the leaks I saw with the other megas were wrong anyway. So I unfortunately now have very low expectations. But if they give, it's the same thing as Victory, right? Like they have to give this thing a very good ability to
hmm
make it actually worth it because stats are terrible for a mega.
Yeah.
So, well, not big turbo level of terrible, but not great. At
Yeah.
least Pyro is like fast and whatnot. But if they give it something very good, like I don't know, something maybe draft or maybe an equivalent to draft to some sort, or maybe like a tough gloss equivalent for special moves, whatever. Like, but if they give it something, it resists Floyd, is fast, and resists Charizard, is immune to Gengar, can Shadow Ball can deal with Metagross also because the fire type is faster. So I have expectations on Pyro, but we'll see. Maybe they just give it like a terrible ability and it's just garbage. But yeah, happy to be here. And for those of you that are also watching, as he said, I do coaching if you wanna like at some point try it out. But I also have a YouTube channel where I do a lot of like Pokemon content,
Yep.
especially BGC focused content. So if you can also subscribe there, that would be awesome. And yeah, for me, that's all. Until next time.
Awesome. Ciao.